It's Friday, November 17th, 2023, and this is the Washington Times front page. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. President Biden says China has agreed to restart law enforcement coordination to allow the U.S. to more readily share its concerns about Chinese suppliers shipping fentanyl ingredients and production equipment to Mexico. Tom Howe and Stephen Dinan report China has restarted sharing data with the International Narcotics Control Board, which tracks suspicious shipments. The White House said China had suspended its participation nearly 3 years ago. China warned its domestic industry that shipping the chemicals and pill presses could run afoul of the law and shut down certain China-based pharmaceutical companies. If China is serious, experts say, it could make a dent in what's become the single largest killer of Americans 45 and younger. Lawmakers were evacuated Wednesday night from the Democratic National Committee headquarters after roughly 200 pro-Palestinian demonstrators started fighting with law enforcement. Valerie Richardson and Mallory Wilson report protesters were wearing shirts with the message "Ceasefire Now" and illegally protesting outside the DNC building on Capitol Hill, including blocking entrances to the building. 6 U.S. Capitol police officers were treated for injuries. In a joint statement, Democratic congressional leaders said some protesters escalated their activity in a manner that exceeded a peaceful demonstration. Now just a week away, Black Friday's days may be numbered. Sean Salai reports retail analysts predict the crowds at brick-and-mortar stores the day after Thanksgiving will vanish by 2043. Pressured by booming online sales in recent years, big box stores have rolled out Black Friday-like sales events in October and offer them to digital subscribers first. Stores have also begun to close on Thanksgiving Day to give their employees rest as more consumers stay home all weekend. Business management firm McKinsey & Company says 25% of consumers plan to do more online shopping this year than last year. MasterCard Spending Pulse estimates that online holiday shopping will grow 6.7% this year, compared with 2.9% annual growth for in-store spending. A survey this week from Forbes Advisor says Washington, D.C. has the nation's second worst retail theft problem. Matt Delaney reports the survey found D.C. recorded the most instances of retail theft per capita last year at 2,829 per 100,000 residents. Shoplifting cost residents in the nation's capital an average of $336 per person, according to the survey. Forbes Advisor said the district had 69% more retail theft than expected last year based on its share of the U.S. population. Metropolitan Police statistics show that theft is up 22% this year in Washington. Property crime is also up 25%. And finally, analysts say the unfolding Israeli army counterstrike against Hamas in the Gaza Strip represents the first real test of a reimagined military doctrine. Then Wolfgang reports less emphasis is being placed on potential large-scale clashes with traditional armies. There's a much greater focus on the marriage of special forces ground units, air power, intelligence gathering, and cyber warfare capabilities to win a 21st century fight. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Washington Times in any major podcast app. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.